Stay tuned to the end of this video for a special giveaway. XPO Logistics.
Pick up a little bit. You're not clearing the back of the truck. Yeah. There you go.
All right, it's time to open the goodie box. So here we have a box, a package. Is it a puppy? I bet it's a puppy. Is it a puppy? I got this shipment, I should say, from Ontario, Canada. And it came from Midland Power. So I'm going to go ahead and take the net wrap off real quick, and I'll talk about this a little bit more. Before I actually tear into the box, let me just describe what this thing is. So this is an inverter generator, and it's an Energizer EZV7500. 7500 means that it is a 7500 watt unit, meaning that this puppy can power a house. So I've wanted one of these things for a while. I hope I can sit on this. And something that we've dealt with more in recent years is the power going out. We live out in the middle of nowhere, and ever since they shut down the coal power plants in Cassville, Wisconsin, which was kind of a good economic thing for that area, our power in this area has become less reliable. Depending on which provider you're on. And just having a generator of my own that I can use on the farm, whether it be just for instances where the power does go out, like in the middle of winter. I've heard lots of stories, not only from just people on the internet, but also my family about the power going out for weeks at a time. So luckily we haven't had anything quite that severe in the past decade that I know of. But if it's in the winter, it would be nice to have a generator just to depend on if you need it, whether it just be to run the furnace or whatever, just to keep the fridge cold. Who knows? As long as you got enough fuel to power it, good. So, but just by having a generator on the farm, there's going to be a lot of different uses that we could use it for. My biggest plan that I want to use this thing for is for powering the block heaters in the fall, because the issue that we were actually having this last fall was that the tractors were getting cold overnight and we could not get them to start when we were leaving them out on the different fields. So the specs on this unit say that at 25% power it can run for about 15 hours, and I think it's like a 5-gallon tank. Don't quote me on that yet, but yeah, I'm actually really excited and happy to have one of these things on the farm. Because this is, I mean, we do have the PTO powered generators, but those things haven't been fired up in so long, who really knows if they'll even run. So let's go ahead and unbox this puppy and start putting it together. This is the top of the unit. So as you can see there, EZV7500 looks like it is a 6.6 gallon capacity. Decent sized tank. It takes 10% ethanol fuel. Oh, okay. Boy, that was so much easier. I guess I didn't have to open the top up. I could just put it right up. This is a box of goodies, I just know it. So here's the unit. I gotta put the wheels on it yet. I'm gonna guess they're in this box here, so might as well do that first. Got a product manual, got the wheels, got some, oh, these are the legs, a funnel. This unit did not ship with any oil in it. It actually came with this handy dandy little liter of oil, and this is break-in oil, so you're supposed to replace it after the first 10 hours of use. Looks like the first thing we got to do is install the feet, then the wheels, and then the handle. Let's get to it. Now that we got the generator standing on its own 2 feet, it's time to hook up the battery and fill it up with oil, check the air filter as well, and whatever else the manual tells me to do. So there we are. So the book states that you must take the air filter out and clean it, and then dip it in oil, squeeze it out. So I already went over to the farm and I did that. So what that leaves us left with is to fill up the engine with oil. So we're gonna pull this tag off. It says, add oil before first use. 10W30, 1.1 liter. I'm actually gonna stick that back on there once I fill it up. But I'm gonna pull the dipstick out, fill her up. I've got roughly half the bottle in it now. So this unit is electronically fuel injected with cold start. This thing's from Canada, so when they say cold start, they probably mean it. Now that I've got everything settled, I can go ahead and start putting some fuel in it. So now we've got the unit all ready to go, and we're gonna fire it up. But a quick note, the owner's manual says that you should not run this at maximum output for more than 30 minutes at a time. So the max output of this thing is 7,500 watts, and the running power of it is about 6,500 watts, which is about enough to run your typical household, all the essentials, basically. So looking at the unit itself, here we've got the power and the power switch. Actually, this is the start. This is just the power switch to turn everything on. So you can hear it bringing the fuel in there. Now, you can run this at either 120 or 240 volts. If you want to power the 240 volt outlet, you got to switch it over to 240. However, that will run the 120 volt outlets at half power. So just a quick note, we've got these breakers up here. So if you go over the limit for whatever reason, you're maxing it out, these will pop out. You push them back in to put them back into place to run them again. So here on the tag, it says that the runtime is 11.4 hours at 50% load. The ready indicator light will tell us when we can start plugging things into the unit. And switch it back here. I'm going to make sure that eco mode is off. What this unit will do is, as you start the unit up, you plug in all of your appliances, and then when you switch it over to eco mode, the unit will automatically figure out what it needs to run at to supply the power. So it helps it run a little bit more efficiently that way, rather than just running at, you know, maximum output. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and plug something into it, see if it works. There you go. I just need to full start it first just to get it going. There we have it. Now let's plug something into it, see if it works. And there you have it. A very expensive way to charge your phone. Sweet. Cool. So just having something like this around the farm will give me peace of mind, especially in the winter months like this. Whenever we get ice storms, you know, the power isn't always the most reliable thing. So just having something there that I can plug stuff into just to keep the house warm or whatever. It'll serve my purposes great. And anything on the farm that we're going to use it for, I mean, yeah, like I said before, as far as like plugging the tractors in for keeping them warm overnight, because we did have an issue with that. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it up one more time just to test, just to make sure that it will start electronically rather than me having to pull it. There you go. Now that the unit is running at full power, I'm going to enable eco mode. So there you go. You can see there, 120 volts output, 60 hertz frequency. That's about it for this video. I definitely think that the Energizer EZV7500 is going to have a good place on the farm over the next few years, and that we're definitely going to get a lot of use out of it. Courtesy of Energizer, we are going to be giving away an EZV2000S right here on our channel. All you guys have to do to enter this giveaway is just follow the links in the description and follow the instructions there. But briefly, everybody can enter to win once on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So what I need you guys to do is head over to Energizer's Facebook and Instagram, give them a like on there, as well as follow their YouTube channel. Now, in order to actually enter the giveaway, what I need you guys to do in the YouTube comments is just tell us what you would use the Energizer generator for, whether it be for something small like powering a kerosene heater, if you got something to fix, or run a trouble light if you're in trouble. And you can do that on YouTube for one entry, Facebook for one entry, and Instagram for one entry. The winner will be chosen at complete random. I won't be making a separate video on this. I will just message the winner and let them know that they won, and get your info, and we'll send it straight out to you. So, like I said, all you got to do, if you just want to enter once, leave a comment down in the comment section. Go follow Energizer and How Farms Work on Facebook and Instagram. Details in the description. With that, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Now that business is taken care of, we can get out there and start fighting the good fight. Let's do this.